Welcome to the Barstool Beach House recap show, week 4. And let's start with Kadik then. If we're going to go through this chronologically, I think that Kadik, your Thursday night was, it was a bell ringer for you because you brought a lady back on Thursday night. Break down that situation a little bit.
It's kind of like happened so fast at the bar, just sitting there drawing up plays, and this girl was like, "What is that?" Explained it. We made out at the bar, and I was like, "You want to go home?" She's like, "Yep," and we left.
Do you think that there's a lack of integrity for if a bell's getting rung for a blowjob?
Well, Kadik counts blowjobs as bodies.
No, I do not.
That night also kind of started a little bit of questions about what was going on between Tommy and Ella. And it seemed like at that point that this was something that was getting pushed by some people, but it felt like it was a genuine interest from both of you at that time.
Yeah, I mean, I think, last Saturday we were at Bar A. It was probably the first time that me and Ella talked more, and I think we had kind of been flirtatious, like in a more joking way, and I think that was sort of the first time I was like, oh, I think I'm into this. And then so, this week I wanted to go into the weekend and see if I really was. And so I think Thursday was the first night where I think we both, agreed. I think we said we had a crush on each other. I think, yeah, something along those lines.
So nothing happened that night. Why do you think nothing happened?
I don't know. I just get in my head a lot. Like last weekend I said, like, I don't really know if I want, like, my sex life public. And just that I like overthink things and it needs to happen naturally.
A lot of talk about Unk this and Unk that, and Unk is putting the house on his shoulders, and he's also getting a little something for himself. Thursday night, bringing home a girl.
I think walking past her and then asking where she was your biggest flex.
To be fair, I don't even think he was ignoring her. I think he genuinely forgot she was there.
She just kept showing up. So, like, I left that Joe's place, and her friend grabbed Devlin and I and was like, "My friend's blackout. She's not going anywhere." And I was like, "Okay, fine. Have a good night. Nice meeting you guys." And then I went to DJ's, and she, like, showed up at DJ's. I left there without her. Came back here. Somehow she came to the house. I was just like, I don't know where this girl's coming from. I don't know if Chuck was involved or what. But, yeah, perfect segue. Ella and I dropped a song Friday. Came out pretty good. I'm happy with it.
Spotify or what?
Yeah, it'll be on Spotify on Monday.
What's the royalty split? Are you getting paid off this or what?
She's getting half.
Half?
Yeah.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Let's pivot on to Friday. Ella, you had to crash out in front of Tommy. Can we maybe watch that? I would like to watch that.
Stupid fucking spilled all over me. Oh. It's gonna be a new one.
Do you think it was funny or?
Yeah, I do that all the time, honestly.
What?
Crash out.
At that level?
I used to throw temper tantrums when I was younger, and I had to, like, really reel it in because it was, like, embarrassing.
What'd that make you think, Tommy?
I thought it was funny. Yeah. They wear I think Ella wears her heart on her sleeve, like she was in her head about the thing with Nikki Smokes, the Annika DMs. And, yeah, I thought that was funny. She threw a drink and then immediately made a new one.
Can we get into those DMs? What happened with that?
I'm just surprised that it came from you. That's all.
How?
Because I feel like if you got that text, you would just, like, put it in your pocket and, like, you'll either talk to me or talk to her whenever. And not, like, it's like I get called over and it's like, what the fuck's going on?
So I think it was last week. It was before me and Annika started hooking up again. I DM'd the girl, like, we should get drinks when I go back to Chicago. And then me and Annika kind of rekindled, and I've been a good boy ever since, I'd say. I guess what kind of just rubbed me the wrong way is that, like, when Annika first started, it was Hannah and Ella. They were, like, the inseparable duo, and she always felt iced out, and I was always there for her. And then the Brendan Walker funeral happened, and then Annika and Hannah became best friends, and Ella was kind of iced out. And I just feel like I was there for both sides, You know, like I was always there for both of them. So it just kind of rubbed me the wrong way that like Ella just sprinted over to Annika.
Ella literally just showed me the text she got. She didn't have any opinion on it. She didn't tell me what to do about it. She said, I don't know when this was. I don't know what you want to do about it. I think it was such a girl's girl move. It was fucking awesome that she did that for me.
Well, it just made it look like, oh, like we finally started hooking up again and now he's DMing other girls.
You said it was last week and that was like end of conversation, and then you started blowing her up about it, which like I get why she was upset. You guys have a close relationship. Like
I kind of wish I didn't say anything.
But you were being a girl's girl.
Yeah, and it's like it's hard to like. I was like I didn't know what to do because I was like, do I tell Nick? Do I bring it to Nikki, out of respect for him, so he can like be like, oh, this, like tell me the timing of the DM, and then it doesn't become a thing. But then that looks weird because why would I go to the guy? Like.
But that's not where it's at. You guys are good right now.
Yeah.
Describe
Honestly,
your relationship right now.
Good. Yeah. I mean, I'm good with everyone. I think honestly, like so far in this tiny little bit of time that the three of us have been at Barstool, as much as that was, I think, shitty for all of us to go through, it is the reason that we had this opportunity, and being in this house, I think, made Ella and I a lot closer, and I think it showed Nick and I, like, I guess, what we have to work on, I guess.
Yeah.
Put a label on your relationship right now.
Kind of probably the opposite of our show name. Maybe a little friends with benefits.
Yeah.
You guys have a podcast together.
Mm-hmm.
You guys also started off this entire saga with you saying that Nikki has fucked half of the office.
Which isn't true, and I'm really mad at myself that I ever said that because he loves to run with that, and that just
You put it on my head.
I know. That's why I'm mad that I said it because I was just so angry at the moment.
Yeah.
It seemed like at that point on Saturday that you guys, Tella, is that how we were pronouncing it at the time?
Friday, but yeah.
I'm sorry, on Friday that you guys were thriving.
Yeah, Friday we talked a while at the beach. And then we talked at, where'd we go? Osprey for a while. I think Friday would be when I was like, oh, I think it's more than a crush. I think I do like her.
And so another chance to make a move that you just didn't
No,
take.
she blacked out. we literally talked at the bar and we basically were like, had a whole scheme to use Janny as blockers and said, oh, you know, we'll go back.
I don't know how I ended up blacking out between then and.
Could it have happened during the daytime before you were blacked out?
Yeah, I feel like Thursday or Friday, like the momentum was there and I would have done it. And then Saturday and yesterday, like the pressure was just built up and I was like, yeah, I'm not doing this.
Literally, we were walking back to the bar. She fell to the ground. We got back to the house. She fell in the closet. And then, like, literally, even the social people were like, Tom, if you hook up with Ella tonight, like, you might be arrested.
I, like, sort of, like, when people would be like, cheers to Tella, or, like, go sit by Ella in the car, like, that sort of, like, gave me the ick.
There was also a beach day, if we want to take it to Saturday, there was a beach day where all the girls, or not all the girls, but some of the women had a conversation. And, Jackie, you talked a little bit about what your future looks like with Danny.
Yeah, I mean, we kind of talked about it off cameras. We should have done it on camera or whatever. But I think like we're on the same page, obviously, about like, I don't know, trying to like see if we could continue it.
Mm-hmm. But I mean, obviously, it's gonna be hard. I live in Chicago. She lives in New York. But we're gonna try.
I feel like I'd be really sad if like we didn't. Right?
Why would you be sad?
Because I like him a lot.
What's more likely to happen? You move to Chicago or he moves to New York?
Move to Chicago.
No. Guys, this is the pressure that we're talking about. I've said this to him, like my fear is like I'm a really bad texter and I'm like, I am bad at like being on my phone and everything. So that's definitely something that like I fear, but like I think it's work throughable.
And you're a really good texter.
Really good texter. Always on my phone. Literally my job.
let's rewind to last week, right after this show. We went upstairs after the show, and Una, you were crying.
I was. I think I'm in a super unique position. The reason I was crying, I'll just say, is a million reasons. Super overwhelmed. I was in between housing. I didn't know where I was going to sleep literally that night. So while being here with all the pressure of the show and whatever, all this to think about, I'm also thinking about what's going on for me in the next day or week or month with money, housing. I don't want to cry right now, but yeah, I was crying basically because I was stressed out about not knowing if I was going to be at Barstool, not knowing if I was going to have to move back home with my parents, be in New York. I'm really happy to say that in the last week I talked to Dave and Kaz, and I got extended through the year, so you can't get rid of me yet.
Brianna, if you had to say who you were more likely to wind up in some type of romantic situation with, would it be Dante or Kadik? If you had to pick.
If I had to, I think me and Kadik are closer in age.
It's an age thing.
I just think Unc would get sick of me.
Would you get sick of her?
Nah, Bree's hot. I love Bree.
Viewers of the show got frustrated with the idea that you guys are getting paid to party, whether that's a fair or unfair characterization of the show.
That was Saturday night. It definitely looked bad. I get it. I wish we all stayed out late. But that's the only night where I think unanimously, besides Dante, that we all came home super early. And that's just fucking, I don't know, it's fucking human nature. We're an early boat day. We were tired and hungover.
We've been fucking boozing our ass off, and we're starting at 9, 10 a.m., and we're running that all the way to 2 a.m. And you combine that with starting at the beach or in the sun all day, you're fucking boozing, and then you go have a nice fat dinner, and then you come home for 10 minutes, and then you're full sending again.
I'd like to see them try.
And you've done that for 4 weeks. Obviously, yeah, pay to party sounds great. And we've gotten after it. But today, this week was a 4-day ripper. There was going to be one day where we're fucking beat. We're cooked. Bree can't speak. Half the people here are sick.
Maybe if Bree's redheaded friend came back around?
That probably would have brought the vibes up for sure.
On Sunday night, your guys' situation kind of came to a head. Did you send Bree to go talk to Tommy?
No. I was like, what the fuck is going on? Because literally almost everyone came up to me to ask where my head was at with it, and I was more focused on having fun and hanging out with Bree because we've gotten really close, and I don't like to see myself sitting in a corner doing nothing, and I don't know when I'm gonna see Bree again. She's super busy, so I was like, all right, I'm gonna have as much fun as I can and just.
I think Ella was maybe letting some comments and stuff we talked about, and so I wanted her to just do her own thing, and I feel we talked a little bit less on Sunday. So I was also then at the bar I was kind of well, now I'm not really sure where we're at, because we definitely talked less. We didn't really talk much on the boat. I don't want people to think that I got red flags from Ella or anything. None of that's true. I think she's great.
Bree, it feels like you and Ella kind of got really close throughout this summer.
Yes, I love Ella so much. I think she's the best person. Oh, fuck my voice, sorry. But I'm really, really upset that she doesn't live in New York, and I think she's a star, and she definitely wears her heart on her sleeve, like Tommy said, and we had a lot of conversations about how she doesn't want to be attached or known for the show for hooking up with someone. So I think that's kind of why she pulled back a little bit. She wants to be known as Ella, not Ella and Tommy fucked, or the girl that fucked Tommy Smokes, and she's a lot more than that.
You, but just
because it would just be attached to her, and I don't know. I've never hooked up with a coworker. I don't think it's a smart idea for anyone to ever do, but yeah.
Why is that making you emotional?
I don't know. I feel this weekend
I think it's overwhelming.
Point.
This was awkward. I just put my hand on your shoulder.
Okay.
I too.
Yeah, I didn't know what to do there. I felt
And I also started crying when Bree started talking, because I feel she's
I want to hear what Ella has to say.
I don't know, obviously we've shared a room and we talk all the time. I don't know. I feel she's been like so much help and like sort of like a mentor. And I really look up to her. It's just like, oh, I don't give a fuck about anything. And I'm like, well, I hope I can get to that point one day. I don't know.
Bree, I feel like this show kind of marked you buying in a little bit more, buying back into Barstool.
Yeah, I love Barstool. People are like, why are you, like the comments are like, why would Bree do this? Or like, Bree thinks she's better than this. It's like, why would I sign up for it if I thought I was above this or better than anyone here? Yeah, this has been a great experience. And I think it made me remember why I love Barstool.
And then you reverted back to Tommy Two Bonds.
Oh yeah, I mean, a blonde girl started talking to me, and I was single at a bar. Talked back to her.
So you said the entire weekend that you actually liked Ella.
Correct.
And then you just hooked up with another girl.
Well, I didn't hook up. Well, I made out with a girl.
You hot mouthed with another girl.
Yeah, I mean, I think on the surface level, like it's just, I don't know. A girl started talking to me, and I'm a single, so I kissed her. Probably deeper unpack. Yeah, I probably was, drunk and feeling a little bit upset. So it was like, all right, well, take my mind off it. With no offense to that girl, but like a random rebound makeout.
Did it hurt to see him with another girl?
No, I was like happy because selfishly, I don't know if I should say this out loud, but I was like, oh God, I look like I led him on, was like some asshole, or that this was fake. Which actually what happened was that I ended up changing my mind. And I was like glad that he was back in it and hooking up with another girl, because I feel like then it would have people off my back.
Well, we do have the Flash IV Moment of the Week. Flash IV Moment of the Week is presented by Body Armor. Flash IV, work hard, hydrate hard with Flash IV. And of course that moment is Tommy Smokes making out with a girl.
When is that?
I don't know, my knees.
That was last night.
It's an interesting position.
Right.
I mean, these chairs.
By who?
Or tough.
By both of them, right?
Yeah. I don't know if I've ever seen that before.
You feel like you dodged a bullet?
I mean, if that was the position we would be making out in, yeah, probably.
If we were sitting in those chairs, that would have had to be how.
I think that in a general sense, what everybody has done this summer, opening yourselves up and opening your lives up to people to comment on, is in some ways like a brave thing to do and a noble thing to do, to put yourself out there and be criticized or judged in ways that most other people will never be in their lives. And it's probably emotionally draining and exhausting across the board. And I bet that we're seeing a lot of the effects of that after the fact. So I just applaud you guys.
Yeah.
If we look at this summer as a whole, is this something we could do, show of hands, that anyone would do again?
Hey! What the fuck, dude?
No, I mean, I had the best time.
Mike.
I don't think I could, like, physically.
Yes,
Run
you
this
can.
back.
I think if anyone physically could do
mentally.
it again, it would be you.
Nah.
Is there any type of shakeup to this show that would make you more willing to do it again? And in general, any shakeup that you guys want to see of the show?
I think if the viewers wanted more fighting and constant drama 24/7, I think it'd be smart to cast some people from outside so it's a little more of a mix. But in terms of if they want everyone at each other's throat, I think it wouldn't hurt if they casted some outsiders and then had a mix of Barstool people and outsiders. I think that'd rev it up a little bit more.
Do you think that this show would have done differently if it were all filmed beforehand and you weren't getting the feedback in the moment?
For sure.
1000%.
If you guys could add someone to the show,
I feel like Keeks would be so good.
Kelly Keeks.
Yeah.
I agree.
She was invited. I invited her. She didn't show up. Gaz.
Mike.
Yeah, Rico.
Gaz, Rico, Keeks.
Yep.
I think Mook would deserve an invite just for all this coverage because he's also same age group. He parties. I think he would do well.
Anyone else you guys think would be a good addition to the show?
Gaz, 100%. I'll come back if Gaz makes an appearance.
Barstool Beach House, thank you to everybody that watched. Thank you to everybody behind the scenes that made this happen, the work that went in, staying up late, filming people playing beer pong, maybe the worst job that anyone ever has to do. Shout out to everybody that grinded on that side of the camera and on this side of the camera, and hopefully we'll see you all next summer.
Woo!